Hello, I'm Greg Cromer, Mayor of Slidell, Louisiana, and I'm fortunate enough to be the Healthier Northshore Ambassador for Heart Health Month. I'm fortunate enough to have friends that are cardiologists, and we, on a whim, on a bet, if you will, over dinner one night, they convinced me that I needed to get a full cardio workup, which was an EKG, ECG, carotid artery scan, and a stress test. And on the stress test, my good friend, cardiologist in Slidell, Dr. Bathala, saw something he didn't like, and he said, we need to go do a further check on you, and we need to do a angiogram. And I said, angiogram, man, this is pretty invasive. Is there something lesser? He said, well, we can do a CAT scan, but we're going to end up in the cath lab anyway, so let's just go straight to the angiogram. Which, reluctantly, I said, okay, you know, when do you want to do it? And this was on a Thursday. He says, let's do it next Monday. But my wife was out of town, so she didn't get back home until Wednesday, so we ended up doing it 1 week later on a Thursday. Went in at 5:30 in the morning for prep, 7:30 in the morning in the cath lab. 11:30 in the morning, they're rolling me from the cath lab to the OR with 9 different blockages, 2 over 95%, 2 over 70%, and 5 more between 40 and 70%. And at about 4:30 that afternoon, they rolled me out of the OR with 4 cardiac bypasses. You know, they'd been encouraging me for 3 years to go and have these screenings done because I was over 60 years old. And just as a general knowledge of your health, your heart health, and if something were to happen, they'd have a baseline to work from. And just that little checkup ended up with me having major surgery. Probably saved my life. I was a walking time bomb, they told me, and just wouldn't have had it done any other way. You know, don't ignore symptoms. One of the symptoms I had was walking upstairs and getting out of breath when I'm just doing normal exercise and normal work around the house, doing yard work. I'd get out of breath really quickly, and I'd think, man, Cromer, you're getting old. You're 63 years old, and you can't walk up 3 flights of stairs without losing your breath. My best friend, who I've known since we were 11 years old, he was with me constantly. We'd go up the stairs and he'd be talking to me, and we'd talk, and I'd get to the top of the stairs and I couldn't talk. I was just completely out of breath. Don't ignore those types of things. You know, any little muscle spasms, things in your chest and your heart, in your left arm, left side of your body, shortness of breath, things that you used to be able to do and all of a sudden you can't. But also, don't ignore that if you've got a friend that is experiencing the same thing and you recognize it. Point it out to them and let them know. Early detection is absolutely crucial, and it's one of the crucial things about where I'm standing here today and why I'm standing here today. I had serious coronary heart disease that I was not aware of. But these 2 gentlemen loved me enough to get me to go in and get this procedure done, and found out that I was literally walking a thin line as to whether or not I'd be here from 1 minute to the next. I had surgery on October 7th. On December 31st, I played my first round of golf post-surgery and shot 84. So it wasn't all bad. It worked out pretty well for me. So early detection is crucial. If you have a symptom, don't ignore it. If you don't have a symptom and you're over 50, 55, 60 years old, get a cardiologist that can develop your history, develop your baseline, have something to work from in case you do have a problem. Also, be a good friend. If you know somebody or you recognize somebody that you think has a symptom, mention it to them. To learn more about heart health and to be able to recognize the signs and symptoms of the things that you should be focused on to assure that you have good health, go to healthiernorthshore.health.